For the Vikings, they had 11 players in the scoring column tonight. Bree Pretty with 1 point. 2 each for Carrington Haxton, Kira Mullen, Terry Adam. 3 each for Adrian Hazelwood and Tinley Scott. 5 points for Kinley Johnson, 5 for Avery Vanderwig, 5 for Abby Rose, 8 points for Claire Broxterman, and the leading scorer for the Vikings tonight, Ellie Brumbaugh with 12 points.
Time to wrap up this scoring.
Turnovers, Pratt finished
2 points for Marley Bates for Pratt, 3 points for Cyan Helfrich, 11 points Lexi Walker, and 16 points for Gabby Gatlin. What I have in my book, I think our PA guy, Mr. Steinert, had the other way around. He had 9 and 18, I believe, but we'll live with what we got. For the Vikings, Brianna Pretty, 1. 2 for Carrington Haxton, 2 for Kira Mullen, 2 for Carrie Adam, 3 for Tinley Scott, 3 for Adrian Hazelwood. 5 was a popular number. 5 for McKinley Johnson, 5 for Avery Vanderwig, 5 for Abby Rose, 8 for Claire Broxterman, and then in double figures, Ellie Brumbaugh with 12 points. What a night she had. From the three from beyond the arch, 4 3-pointers.
And the way we got most of the 3-pointers was off really good passing in the offense, either skip passes or kick out passes. There was a couple that the Vikings got when there was just good rhythm in the offense, and it was a perimeter pass, but with feet set well and a good pass, and knocked down some balls tonight and had a pretty good night on the boards, out rebounding 24-21 with 9 offensive rebounds and 15 defensive rebounds. I added the turnovers. I found another one. Vikings had 15 and Pratt had 19 turnovers, with 14 of those coming in the second half after they played a really clean first half. So, and Vikings played much, much better in the second half.
Well, both teams struggled to score in the first quarter. Vikings had 6-5 lead. Then the second quarter and third quarter, the Vikings scored 13 each, a little more balanced, even though it was kind of a barrage at the end of the quarter, and then 16-11 in the fourth quarter. So a good even balanced scoring all the way through, and now the Vikings turn their attention to the postseason. They'll be home on Monday night to face possibly Haven. We'll see how if we find out how the other games go. But anyway, you can look at the high school activities website. We'll release it as soon as we know. Different outlets will have it in the supposedly by 10 o'clock Friday or Wednesday morning is when that bracket comes out. So you'll look and see where they are. But we're thinking now it might be a Haven again at home here on Monday night. The boys will be on the road somewhere. They could be at Haven, they could be at Lions. We'll see where they end up after tonight's game as well.
And even if Haven would likely get beat by Heston tonight, but even had they won, the teams right behind them, Ellsworth and Kingman, can't catch them.
No.
So if we're the 4th seed, the main thing we could ask for is if Southeast were to lose, or if Heston would get beat by Haven, we might sneak up and move up and get a 3rd seed.
Could happen. We'll see what all takes out. We'll take a break now. We'll come back in about 5 minutes to get some Viking boys pregame. Got an interview with Coach Snyder on his thoughts on tonight's game. We'll be back with more Smoky Valley basketball. and welcome to the boys' game tonight. Listening on live.smokyvalley.org. The Vikings coming in with a record of 3-5 in league, 6-12 overall against Pratt, 2-5 in league, 7-11 overall. So Vikings on paper should win this game, but Vikings was shorthanded tonight. No Miller, no Ty Miller, no Trayton Miller, no Jalen Elseth, no Haven Lysell, all out with injuries or sickness, or you talk about a depleted starting lineup. Tonight the Vikings are going to have to patchwork together.
Yeah, they're missing 3 that have started, games, and our best inside player in Haven Lysell has come close to double doubles the last several games and had at least one, and that's going to see who can pick up the slack for him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens inside. Tough night for a coach to have to deal with on the last night of the season. Had a chance to talk with Coach Snyder earlier. We'll play that for you right now. Back to more Viking pregame. Don Bings along with Coach Doug Snyder as you get ready to take on the Pratt Greenbacks, the last game of the season. And we weren't sure we'd ever get here, but we finally made it. But back-to-back nights now. You lost to a good Lions team, but didn't play particularly bad.
Yeah, it's been so much fun getting a season in. Man, it's been a blast, and doing what we've been able to do. We would love to have had a few more wins along that stretch, but so proud of how hard our kids have played all the way throughout the season and gone toe-to-toe with so many high-ranked teams and teams that have been ranked at one point in time. But last night against Lions, I thought we played a decent ball game. Our energy level was high. Our effort was tremendous. Our defense was solid. We really just had one bad stretch there in the third quarter where we just couldn't score again, and we seemed a little lethargic offensively about getting things done. Again, the margin of error is small, and when we get down, it's really hard for us to find ways to get back. We just haven't had that score in burst mentality. We can score, but it seems like our scoring has to be generally relatively consistent. We're just not able to come down and score 6 or 8 or 10 on you in a 2-minute stretch. It takes us, a quarter to get 10 or 11 every time, and so we got to keep guys close to us. But we did that for a long stretch last night. We just weren't able to maintain it, and good nights for some guys last night. I thought Haven played extremely well, 18 points. I think I had him at 7 rebounds. Cade Blanchard only scored 3 points, but he had 8 rebounds. Really solid on the boards. So there were really some good inputs from guys. We just are going to have to see some other guys step up tonight as well.
Yeah, you just said that Haven's out tonight because of sickness. So everybody available, all hands on deck tonight for the Pratt Greenbacks.
Yeah, we'll be without Haven tonight. We'll be without Ty still tonight. We'll be without Jalen tonight after the ankle injury last night. We're still without Trayton. We're kind of manufacturing some minutes here or there. I think when we got down to it, we started our year with about 27 guys. I think we have 18 guys in a uniform tonight. It's one of those things where, battle of attrition, but, they always say next man up. We're going to have to have guys that play well tonight. We're going to need solid games tonight from Ryan and Brant and Cade inside is going to have to do well. Jake's capable of stepping up, making plays, and doing what he does, and we're going to need some of those things. It's a good Pratt team. They play well. They play hard. They're young. They have one senior. So again, they're going to bring their best game tonight. They feel like this is a big game for them. They feel like this is an opportunity for them to get into sub-state and get a little momentum built up in their sub-state. But we've got to come out and feel the same way. We got to not hold our heads low and think, woe is me. We got to come ready to play and come ready to get after it.
Which brings us to keys to victory.
That's an interesting question tonight. We're going to have to do a really solid job inside.
We'll stop our final keys to victory. Kind of went over those in his interview, but we need to get starting lineup. 2 starting for Pratt tonight.
Well, they've got number 10, a 6'3 junior, Grant Yowney, a 6-foot junior, and number 11, Matthew Shanline. Their only senior starts. He's number 13 at 6'2", Micah Tatro. A 6'4 junior, number 15, Peyton Kaler. And number 23, a 5'10 junior, Aiden Crow, will be the starters for the for the Frogs.
Before Coach Batten, it's Yanni, Shanlin, Tatro, Crow, and Kohler. And how about our Vikings?
Well, tonight with Haven Light, Sell out, Trayton Miller still out, Jalen Elseth out, Ty Miller out. The starters will be number 3, a 5'9" junior, Lucas Apel, who's had some good games lately. 15, Jake Lucas, a 6'1" senior. And wearing number 20, Cade Blanchett, the 6'4" sophomore who's been stepping up. And number 24, the 5'9" senior point guard, Ryan Helene. And number 33, glad to have him back, 5'10" senior Brent Hebel.
So for the Vikings, it's Lucas, Apel, Lucas, Blanchett, Helene, and Hebel. The Vikings in their white home uniforms, black lettering, black numerals trimmed in orange and white striping, and a Viking emblem on the side of their shorts. And the Pratt greenbacks all green, yellow or gold lettering, numerals trimmed in white, and a Pratt greenback frog on the bottom of the shorts. And it's Pratt ball first, shooting at the west end of Smoky Valley Gym. Sit back and enjoy, see what the Vikings can do shorthanded tonight.
And tough for us when Lucas Apel and Jake Lucas are in the game. We about have to say both names every time.
I'm going to go Lucas and Jake and maybe not do it. Here comes Shanlin with it. On the dribble, gets it off to Yanni. Yanni with the dribble into the lane. Good defense, Jake Lucas. Round it goes to Crow. Crow with it, give and go. Crow got it to go. Unlike the girls' game, they scored on their first possession.
Good piece of offense by Pratt to open this game.
Out top it goes to Brant Hebel, to Lucas Apel, inside to Blanchett, a little over the back by Shanlin, no call. Apel on the dribble, loses the handle and turns it over. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Pratt. Little argument with the official right off, so both teams have a turnover to start with.
Turnovers on back-to-back possessions by each. I'm not sure what his point was. I was trying to hear it.
Yeah, not either.
Coach from Pratt telling the official that's not a rule in basketball.
Might have been an interrupted dribble, maybe. I don't know what he was thinking either. Helene has it outside. Man-to-man defense by Pratt. Shannon all over Ryan Helene. Inside to Blanchett, knocked away, and it'll stay with Smoky Valley. 6:52 to go, first quarter. 2 for the Pratt Greenbacks. Vikings yet to score. Helene steps out of bounds. Looking, gonna have to hurry. And he finally gets it into Jake Lucas, back to Helene to reset the offense at the 6:50 mark.
They've got a lot of size. Their kids they look like weightlifters, 3 of them, and they're pretty tall.
Kohler looks like a stout guy, and so does Yanni, number 10. Baseline Lucas, three-pointer, good on Ryder CPA, three-pointer by Jake.
We need this young man tonight, for sure.
Yeah, he's going to have to step up and carry the scoring load for the Vikings. 6:27 to go when he hit that shot. Yanni gets it inside to Kohler. Kohler up and good over Blanchett.
That's a good move.
That's a strong move. 4-3. Pratt with the lead. Vikings with the basketball. Helene on the dribble. Bounce pass. Beautiful.
Nice giving. Oh, backdoor cut by Lucas Apel. He just missed the shot.
Couldn't finish. Shannon off the round that goes to Tatro. Tatro. Drive. Elevate. Shot good. Crow. Or that's Tatro. Excuse me, not Crow. 6-3. The Greenbacks have doubled up the Vikings here early. Helene off to Jake Lucas. Give and go. Helene baseline blocks. Outside, knocked away and stolen by Crow. Crow in the lane, tied up by Lucas Apel. And on the alternating possession, it'll go to the Vikings. So turnover.
Yep.
Pratt.
2-2 on the turnovers.
Good effort by Lucas Apel to tie up the ball when he brought it down low.
I tell you, my first impression of these guys is how are they 7-11?
Yeah, it looks like. And Jake Lucas gets guilty of the travel in the lane. I didn't see his foot shuffle, but it may have.
They've called that touchy all night. They did that in the girls' game. If it slides a little bit, they're going to make that call. Vikings into 3-2 now.
Shannon into the front court. Goes over to Tatro. Lob underneath to Kohler. Shot blocked by Blanchett, but he can't get the rebound. Gets tied up by Yanni. And alternating possession, it'll stay with Pratt. Jair Johnson in.
2 quick scores while they're inbounding. Heston girls beat Haven girls 52-40 and Hillsboro's girls 38, Nickerson 34.
Wow, that is impressive. I didn't think anybody in our league could knock off Nickerson. That's a 2A school against a 4A school. Hebel has it baseline, blocks, trying to get rid of it, does to Lucas. Another 3 ball, Jake Lucas. Another make, Jake Lucas.
Wouldn't it be neat if Jake just went off tonight?
He had a game earlier this year. It was at home, and I can't remember who it was against, but he went. I'd have to look back in my book. There's Shanlin. He answers with a 3. Shanline, 9-6 at the 4:30 mark. There's a foul.
Oh, that's offensive foul?
Yeah.
Who was that on?
Blanchett, Cade Blanchett, somehow on a legal screen. It was away from the ball, so I didn't see it. Aiden Everett in and Vincent Pickering in for the Vikings.
And a 2-3. 2-3 zone for the Vikings.
Inside the Tatro, little shoulder. Boy, he's got the touch tonight.
They have not hardly missed a shot so far.
11-6 at the 4-minute mark. Aline off to Brand Hebel.
Well, they must have missed one shot. We have one defensive rebound.
Lucas wanted to trigger a 3, didn't. Goes out to Pickering. Back to Lucas. Inside to Aiden Everett. Little floater, no. Rebound, tipped away and saved by the Vikings.
Good looking shot.
Goes as an offensive rebound for Ryan Helene. Trying to get it to Jake Lucas. Inside to Everett. Kick out to Brant Hebel. Around the corner to Pickering. 3. It's good.
He's needing that. He's had a little trouble scoring in the varsity games. That might get him going.
And it's Pickering with an arm right at CPA 3-pointer. Inside to Crow. Kick out Johnson. No. Rebound. Pickering. There's a foul on the arm.
Got him on the arm on the rebound. Good job, Vincent Pickering, being strong with it.
24 into the game for the first time. Hammy. Carson Hammy. Hammy, Tatro, Crow, Johnson, and Shanline on the court for Pratt. Pickering, Helene. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Taken away from Jake by number 24, Hammy.
Quick hands on those greenbacks.
He was bobbling it just a little bit. Tatro kicks it out. Johnson underneath. Tatro again and 1. Tatro is playing like a man possessed.
Kaler's their leading scorer. I guess we're seeing why. Does he have 6 already?
He's got, could be 7. And it is 7.
Good player. 6'4" junior. He's strong.
He looks more than 6'4".
Yeah, he's a good-looking player.
He's a solid player.
They took him out, put Yanni back in.
Now they're going a little smaller lineup here. Pickering with it on the baseline, off to Ryan Helene, guarded by Crow. Back to Pickering. Pickering to Hebel. Wanted to trigger. Oh, that was double dribble. Off to Lucas, back to Hebel.
Oh. Jake needs to slow down just a hair.
He needed to shoot that shot. He's feeling it a little bit tonight. Vikings need points. He can't give up that shot.
Apel back in for Ryan Helene and Blanchett in for Brant Hebel.
So Apel and Pickering on the top. Lucas, Aiden, Everett, and Blanchett on the baseline of the 2-3 zone. Near side to Crow. And knocked away. Good job by Blanchett. I don't know if the ball just hit his leg or if he knocked it away, but turnover, Pratt. Apel. Kick out. Oh, he loses the handle.
He should have shot it too.
Johnson. Shot. No. Oh, man. How did that get in the bottom of the rim?
That ball hit up on the upper tape. That had some amazing touch on it. for it to drop like a rock.
It was pretty far under, but it was so high that I thought no way that can make it in. Here's Blanchett. He goes in for 2. No, a lot of contact. Kaler didn't stay out very long, the big guy for Pratt.
No, he sure didn't.
Crow, Hamey, Johnson, shot up. No, goodness sakes, they're hot as a pistol. And Hamey knocks down a 3. And it's not like the Viking defense was that bad. It's just they found another gap in the hole, and they're just knocking. Like you said, I don't think they've missed it. We do have 1 defensive rebound, now 2.
We have 2. But they only have 2 because we've either turned it over down there or something wonky's happened with the ball. But just like that, that's quite an explosion by them.
Where is the turnover mark?
It's we have Vikings 7 and Pratt 3.
I knew I was off a little bit. I didn't know I was off that far. Ten-point lead for Pratt out of the gate. Comparative scores, they beat Haven 44-33. We beat Haven, or they lost to Haven 44-33. We lost to Haven 41-34.
Well, what you hope for, too, is if this is an uncharacteristic hot start for their shooting, you will think they will cool off, but you still got to guard them.
Oh, yeah. Pickering gets it off to Apel. 1:07 left in the quarter. Lucas Jake. Pickering, or Blanchett, in.
Nice, strong move by Cade Blanchett. Needed that one to cut the score back a bit.
Stem the tide here, coming at the 1 minute mark. Still 3-2 zone, or 2-3 zone. Round it goes to Shane line. Near side to Kaler, who's outside. The big guy's outside the arc. Inside, knocked, I thought we had a turnover.
Oh.
Everett shot, or Everett defending. Blanchett with the rebound on the miss. Jake Lucas 3 ball in. An Arnreiner CPA 3-pointer, his 3rd of the quarter.
I tell you what, when that left his hand, I thought he had that way over too far to the right, but man, he had some touch on that shot. Good shot, Jake.
Nice soft shot. 10 seconds left. See if the Vikings can get a stop here, down by 5. Inside. Kick out, chain line, no, and the quarter ends with the Vikings trailing 19-14. We'll be quiet for just a minute while we do some totaling up here.
On some scores earlier, the Smoky Valley JV girls won big 42-18. At one point in time, they had a 21-4 lead over Pratt. The JV boys won by 10, 56-46. The C team boys lost 41-27, and there was no C team girls tonight. So catching you up on the earlier games on this one.
Some other girls finals. Sacred Heart over Ellsworth 51-29. Mound Ridge 63, El Saline 26. Mays 53, Salina South 23. And Salina Central lost to Newton 54-19. Or excuse me, Salina Central won 54-19. Vikings have the first possession of the second quarter. Hebel, Helene, Apel, Blanchett, and Pickering. The Vikings turn it over on the first possession. Got the stop they needed at the end of the quarter, but couldn't cash in the first possession. Here's Hamey, gets it off to Kohler. And we're going to have a foul on the Vikings. Underneath there, all that reaching for it, I wouldn't have thought there'd been a foul. But Ryan Helene guilty of the foul, his first. Team 3rd. I haven't marked down any fouls for the Vikings yet. That's the first one I got in my book. I'll have to catch up with that later. Crow launches a 3 ball, no, rebound, tipped and saved by Pickering.
Well, they finally missed a 3.
Yeah. Helene, kick it out to Pickering. Pickering, dribble drive. Baseline to Brant Hebel. Hebel looking in for Blanchett, not there. Out to Helene, right in front of the Pratt bench. And has it knocked. Oh, there's a foul. Good hustle by Cade Blanchett to save the ball, though, on the turnover.
Yeah, they're really crowding on their man defense. They're playing really, really tight.
Apel on the dribble, and he can handle that pressure maybe a little bit better.
I think that foul should be on number 10. Yes, it is.
Yami, how do you pronounce it? I don't know.
Yowney? I don't know.
I'm saying Yami. I guess that's wrong.
I guess
Helene put it in play to Blanchett. Cade Blanchett inside. No, and a foul. Kaler picks up the foul.
Now that could be good if we can continue to go inside, and if Cade Blanchett can be strong and draw fouls, get these guys on the bench.
But now he's got to make free throws.
Yeah, he was struggling last night from that.
Perfect on the first one. First points of the quarter belong to the Vikings. Helping to fuel a little 6-0 run here between quarters.
Johnson on the floor.
Johnson back in. Yomi out. And he got them both. Good job, Cade Blanchett.
And Lucas back in the game for Vincent Pickering, who's had good minutes so far tonight. He's been strong with the ball. Hit a nice 3 ball.
Johnson against the press. Tatro.
It's about a
Johnson.
Half court 2-2-1.
They got the trap they needed.
Turnover.
They got the turnover they needed. Brand Hebel in the backcourt with it. Gets it off to Jake Lucas. Man to man this time by Pratt. Off it goes to Helene. Helene looking, still looking. Now goes on the dribble. Off it goes to Lucas Apel. Back to Helene. Back to Jake Lucas. 10-footer, too strong. Rebound, Cade Blanchett. And oh, beautiful pass. What a pass by Blanchett.
Pratt timeout.
It's a 1-point game. It was 19-9, a 10-point lead. Just over a minute left, and now it's 18-9. So a 9-0 run by the Vikings between the quarters here. Fueled some concern for the Pratt Greenbacks. Now you see why they are 2-5 in league and 7-11 overall. They get a good start, but maybe they lack up a little bit on defense. I don't know. We saw that.
Yeah, and really good start to the quarter for Smoky Valley. Strong with the basketball. We've only got 2 offensive rebounds, both of them turned into buckets. That was a sweet assist pass with Cade Blanchett off the offensive rebound to wide open Jake Lucas.
Yeah, and he was real low doing that. He was down in a kind of a crouch position and threw a kind of a backhand bounce pass, just beautiful. And he was wide open. Almost a tip, or was a tip, but almost a turnover. Johnson has it, dribble drive.
Good cover up low by the Vikings, and then Blanchett blocked 1 shot, blocked 2 shots. Third shot goes
in for Johnson. 21-18. 5:42 to go, second quarter. Lucas Apel on the dribble off the Helene. Cross-court pass. Oh, Jake had to go up a long way to get it. Here's another 3 ball. Another make by Jake Lucas. Guess I'm going to be looking back in the scorebook to see what game it was that he went off. I'm not sure it wasn't Concordia or somebody like that early in the year.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either, but I do remember he had a really hot night early in the year.
Seemed like he scored 20, 28 or something. We'll look for it here in a little bit. I'll find it because it's in my scorebook I keep here for the year. Chain line from Crow.
And you can see the energy is better on Viking defense now. It just stands to reason. They got a little pep in their step.
Crow inside the Kaler, outside the Shane line. Shane line blocked by Blanchett. Johnson gets the rebound and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pratt Greenbacks, but no way that Blanchett was anywhere close to that. But at least he didn't get a foul called. I think he's got 1 foul.
Carson Hamey's in for Pratt now for Tatro, the lone senior.
Shane line. Gets it into Johnson. Johnson loses it. That should be a travel. Round it goes to Crow. Side to Tatro. Kick out. Chain line 3. And make.
We had nice form on that. Pratt has 3 offensive rebounds and got them all 3 on our blocks. That's what I used to tell kids all the time. You can't get upset when somebody blocks your shot. Usually it'll come right to you.
There's Lucas Apel on the drive.
Lucas Apel on the drive.
Nice looking drive by Lucas Apel coming at the 4:15 mark. Vikings still putting pressure in the backcourt. Chain line gets it up to Johnson. Kick it out to Tatro. He looked at a 3 momentarily but decided not to trigger it. Goes out top to Crow. Chain line. His dribble drive. Penetration stop by the Vikings. Out it goes to Johnson. Johnson needs some help. Goes to Crow. 3:50 left to go first quarter. Vikings trail by 1. Pratt with the ball.
Vikings have definitely picked it up. You can see it on their defense, and Pratt a little more tentative.
Too strong a shot by Johnson. Then he fouls Lucas on the rebound. It'll be Viking basketball. Pickering and Everett.
Aiden Everett getting some minutes tonight. He is needed. He has doesn't have a stat line yet, but he's done just fine. Been solid on defense. He's been taking care of the basketball.
A little pressure on Helene in the backcourt. Goes to Pickering. Back to Hebel. Back to Pickering. Pickering to Brand Hebel. Little 10-footer. Good. Brand Hebel, he's so good at that shot. 25. Vikings with a 1-point lead at the 3:15 mark.
One of the better shooters percentage-wise for Smoky Valley.
There's Crow inside. He gets bailed out by the wild shot. It'll be on Everett is first. See what kind of a free thrower Mr. Crow is. Good. Tied the game up at 25 all.
Number 10.
We need
His
to talk
name
him
is
out of it.
Uni.
Uni?
Uni, just like it looks.
Need to talk him out of one here. Can't do it. Good free throwing. They're 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Vikings are 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. In the front court to Jake Lucas, cross court to Pickering. 3 minutes left in a 1-point game in the first half. Inside to Brant Hebel. And turn it over.
Yeah, he got too deep with it.
Tatro. Got it deflected a little bit. Off it goes to Kaler. Tipped out by Pickering, but I don't think Ryan Helene's going to make it to the end of it. He did, though. And say, people can't hang on to it. And we're going to call a foul on Jake Lucas. That's not a bad foul.
That was a mad scramble down the floor and back, but really good hustle by Jake to not give up the easy bucket.
Not going to be a shooting foul either. That's the second foul on Jake Lucas. That's one of the ones I missed earlier. What a hot start for Jake Lucas.
Yeah, what's he got, 4 threes?
4 threes and a 2. Inside Kaler. Shot good.
Nice touch.
Can't stop that.
By him. So 6'4", and he can elevate. He has the ball really high above his head to shoot just where you want it.
28-25. Pratt with the lead. Brant Hebel with the ball. The shot. Aiden Everett inside.
Nice pass from Vincent Pickering. Aiden Everett with this inside bucket.
Coming at the 2:08 mark. Tatro, Shane line. Outside the 3-point arc. Inside to Kaler. Shot up, too strong. Rebound, Ryan Helene on the weak side. He gets double teamed as soon as he gets the rebound. They bring it up into the front court to Pickering.
They like to do that double team once in a while because they're quick. They can do that.
Pickering gets back to Helene. 1:30 left to go.
Look low.
Clint Blanchard was looking for a backdoor cut by Pickering, but he didn't come in. Here's Helene in the lane. No, rebound Blanchett. Out to Helene. Inside Kaler. And Kaler got the block, but he got the body as well, and they called the foul, so that's 2 on the big guy, Kaler.
If he hadn't have swung down, he could have just probably caught it. He had a sizable height advantage on Ryan there, but good for Ryan.
Helene at the free throw line misses the first.
Shot that one pretty flat.
Gilding back in.
Yeah.
Oh, got
it.
Friendly bounce on that one. 28-28 with 1:16 left to go. If you had been a gambling man, you would have never guessed it would be that score at halftime.
Well, Pratt got off to a heck of a great start.
Yomi almost loses the handle. It gets it off the Crow. To Shane line 3. That's off. Rebound. Good hustle by Pratt, but taking good hands from Brant Hebel to take the ball away from Carson Homie. Around it goes. The Vikings with 48 seconds now in the front court with the ball. Tie ball game 28-all. Around it goes to Helene. Almost stumbled a little bit, but he got the dribble down right away, so it wasn't a travel. Hebel loses the handle. Oh, and he's out of bounds. Yomi was out of bounds. He should have been Viking ball. Even though it's a jump ball, you can't be laying out of bounds.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was. His legs are across the word Vikings on the backcourt there. Oh, well. 25 seconds to go.
Oh, boy, Lucas got away with one.
Well, he went backcourt, but it wasn't a turnover because he said he tipped the ball. Here's Tatro on the dribble. Oh, Helene, almost a steal. Crow saves it from going backcourt. 10 seconds, 9, 8. Tatro with it, looking inside. Oh, the ball loose, picked up by the Vikings. Oh, and saved by Pratt, and no fitting in to the first half. 28,
what a half.
28. We'll stay here and wrap this half up for you in a little bit. Probably going to get joined by Larry Vanderweg, hopefully, to talk about his girls' victory tonight as well. 28-28 halftime score.
The Wildfires are dancing tonight to Attention, choreographed by Carrie Elliott, Riley Ebert, and Taylor Barnes. Unfortunately, one of the Wildfires was injured earlier today, so Grayson Bauer won't be dancing in her place for this dance. We hope she heals quickly. The Wildfires are Captain Carrie Elliott, Captain Riley Ebert, Emma Gliddick, Lauren DeLiesel, Olivia Ford, Raina Decker, and Addison Ebert.
Do I have your attention? 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 Do I have your attention?
Is you taking notes?
3, 2, 1. We about to go off. When the speakers go loud. Everybody turn up. It's about to go down. And the whole room spin. Turn the bass up loud. We about to go in. And we can't stop now. Dance. Don't stop. Dance. Dance. Do I have your attention? Dance. Dance. Do I have your attention? I was chilling in the club, looking cute all by myself. I saw my ex looking a mess and dressed up on somebody else. So I strutted up to the dance floor and I took off my earrings. I did a kick into a split and showed him what he was gonna say. Like, do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention?
The Smoky Valley High School Wildfires. They're under the direction of Mrs. Angela DeLiesel. Great job, girls.
Great job, Wildfires. Now, scoring went like this first from the first half, 28-28 tie. 3 points for Carson Hamey, 2 points for Micah Tatro, 4 points for Jair Johnson, 4 points for Adam Crow. Tatro, I got 2 points. 6 points, Matthew Shanline, and 9 points for Peyton Kaler. For the Vikings, 1 point, Ryan Halim. 2 points, Brant Hebel. 2 points, Aiden Everett. 2 points, Lucas Apel. 3 points, Vincent Pickering. 4 points, Cade Blanchett. And Jake Lucas with 14 points. What do you got for some turnovers and shooting percentages, rebounds? What all you got?
Vikings have 10 turnovers, Pratt 6. I have them with just 6 rebounds overall, and us with 9 overall. Seems a little low, but they've either hit shots, there's been a lot of balls knocked out of bounds, things like that. So I may not be real close, but I think I'm pretty close. But pretty good second quarter by the Vikings after that torrid start by Pratt. Holy cow. They look like an 11-7 team, not a 7-11.
It was 19-9 with just over a minute left in the quarter. The Vikings certainly cooled them down from that point. You got some other, that enough?
That's it.
Joined now by Larry Vanderweg, coach of the Viking girls, and wow, what a slow start. You were up, we haven't got you up yet. You were up 6-1, and then they took off. They got up 14-6, or 14-7, and then you started coming back, and you got it up to 23-14, and then you kind of just kept it at arm's length from there, but you were doing everything you could. You played 11 players in that first quarter, probably trying to find somebody that could make a bucket.
Well, one of the keys of the game I think I talked about was not getting in foul trouble. That's exactly what happened. That's what I was afraid of, was trying to guard their dribble drive, and it got us in foul trouble. And we switched to a 3-2 zone, and I don't know if they scored the rest of the half after we switched to 3-2. They didn't score much. And
yeah, it was almost 4 minutes around when they scored their 14th point, so yeah.
And it really kind of slowed them down for the rest of the game, what they were trying to do. And our girls did a really good job, given the fact we haven't played a lot of 3-2 zone.
Yeah.
And then offensively, it was figuring out how to attack the paint. We settled early on for quick threes, and I think the girls want to attack the paint. They just didn't know how to get it there, and we figured it out. And there was a group, and I hate to say who all it was because I can't remember who all was in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter.
Well, it was your daughter. It was Tinley Scott. It was Kira Mullen. It was
Carrie
Adam.
And was it Claire?
And it
might have been Claire.
It might have been Claire.
But that group just sparked us. They got energy going, got it moving, and went from what you said, being down to being up at half.
Well, we can show you scoring. Your daughter scored 5 in that quarter. She was our inspirational player of the first half. Tinley Scott hit a 3. Abby hit a 2. Claire Broxman hit a couple free throws. It was just that kind of push there at the end of the half or before the half that really sparked the momentum.
It really was. And a big part of that was attacking the zone, not just trying to pass around the perimeter and taking a shot. It was attacking and then kicking out, because it's okay if we take a 3 as long as we've attacked and it's coming out. And you saw in this, as the game went on, when we attack and kicked out, I mean, I don't know what our shooting percentage is in the second half, but it was quite high. We hit 3 or 4 in a row that were that way. And then all of a sudden we start breaking them down, and when the help comes, then we're finding our big inside and scoring there too. So that second half, a lot of beautiful shots inside and out, and a lot of assists. That was a really pretty half to watch. Really,
it was.
Yeah, their 3-2 bothered you for quite some time, and it's tough when they spread the wings like that, and we weren't really moving really well without the ball and settling for perimeter passes. And once we solved it,
shooting solves a lot of woes, though. It just makes them commit to helping with defense a little bit and brings them out. So
well, then when we got some runouts too, then it things just started opening up, and we played peppier on defense, and it was a nice ending to that. We had that little slump there in the second quarter, and then just took it away.
Yeah, and fun to be able to pull the seniors out. About 3 to 4 minutes left, and cheer on the younger players as they finished it out strong. And they just didn't settle on the ball. I just let them keep playing for the most part. And
absolutely.
So you get a few turnovers with that, but you also got some buckets too. And just let them play. They deserve, and they can play. And they showed in the second quarter they can play too.
Yeah,
so,
they did.
Good all-around team win, top to bottom tonight.
We were wondering if you were going to come out and start the third quarter with who finished the second quarter because of the momentum it gave you, but you went back to your normal starters, which is the right thing to do, but you certainly rewarded those younger players to come in and get that many minutes in the second half.
I knew there would be people that would think that, and they weren't.
Sure.
They're not necessarily wrong for thinking that, but
No.
I also wanted to get the starters back in.
Oh, sure.
Especially where they'd been sitting so long. You hate for them to sit even more. But that group deserved to
Sure they
have
did.
come out and go the way they finished that second quarter. And the good thing is I didn't see anybody hanging their head about it, or when they got their chance, they went in and played hard too, and were cheering on the ones on the court, and that's what I love to see. I'm seeing more and more of that, just the excitement of the bench cheering on whoever's on the court, and that's what winning programs do. That's what I keep talking to girls. That's what winning programs do, and it's fun to see it happening here in Smoky Valley with our girls basketball program. And
Got to turn your attention now to Monday night. You got to play somebody at home. We don't know yet. It'll be announced tomorrow for sure, but likely to be Haven. But you just got to continue to build on what you did tonight.
that's right. Just keep. We talk a lot about the little things. The little things, the boxing out, the extra pass, if they cut you off on our dribble drive, cutting back door, and then look for the pass if the help comes. All those, and you're starting to see it. And I think that's why you're seeing our production go up. You're starting to see the wins. You're just seeing better basketball, and that's exciting. That's what we strive for all season long, is to get to this point.
Congratulations on a 13-win season.
Thank you guys very much.
Good job. Good luck Tuesday. It is we're Monday. Yeah, girls are Monday.
Girls are Monday. Yeah. Time for the second half of the boys' game. Same 5 starters will start for both teams, which will be Lucas Apel, Jake Lucas, Cade Blanchett, Ryan Helene, and Brant Hebel for the Vikings, Peyton Kohler, Aiden Crow, Micah Tatro, Matthew Shaneline, and Grant Uni.
Just like, well,
I got it
I
in my
guess if
mind
you
the
were-
one way I won't be
Yeah.
able to correct it. I apologize in advance for my mispronunciation.
especially if Mr. and Mrs. Uni happen to be listening tonight.
Yeah. Off it goes. Almost a turnover on the first possession, but Crow knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. Get ready here. At some point in time, we'll come back with the radio broadcast. You're listening on live.smokyvalley.org. Apel has it outside, guarded by Shaneline.
And they're
Dribble.
coming out with a
beautiful
nice pass.
And a foul. Cade Blanchard will get 2 free throws to start the second half.
Good drive by Lucas Apel, and then Cade Blanchett walled his man off and drew the foul.
I gave him free throw opportunity. They said it's not a free throw. He wasn't shooting it. Blanchett over to Hebel. Oh, Jake Lucas was coming wide open. Now we got a foul.
I think they're going to call an illegal screen
On Cade
Yep.
Blanchett. So tough luck there for Blanchett. His first of the half, second for the game. First possession ends in a foul. Shaneline over to Kohler. Kohler or Kaler? Crow. Tatro.
Good job defense by Jake Lucas. Stayed down on the ball fake.
Shaneline missing. Rebound loose. Picked up by Lucas Apel. He got kind of blocked a little bit as he took off with the ball, but he ran through it. Penetration by Helene. Out it goes to Hebel. Back to Helene. Right in front of the Viking bench. Cross court it goes to Lucas Apel. Man-to-man defense by Pratt. Brant Hebel has it outside. On the dribble drive. Kick out to Lucas. 6:54 to go. Third quarter. Still 28-28. Our halftime score. Helene. Lucas. Jake. Out to Helene. Inside to Blanchett. Oh, and it turned it over. The ball still loose on the floor. Picked up by Brant Hebel in the backcourt. It's not a backcourt
So
because it got
no
tipped.
harm.
No harm, no foul, no turnover. Lucas Apel into the front court on the dribble weave. Kick out to Jake Lucas. Has it knocked out of his hand, but saves it. Kick out, knocked away by Tatro. Turnover Vikings. Tatro loses the handle out of bounds. It should be Viking ball, and it is. So Tatro just trying to draw the foul from Jake Lucas. got more concerned, it looked like, got more concerned with trying to draw the foul and forgot where his dribble was, and he just dribbled it out of bounds. Helene with it near the half-court line, working against Shane Line. Off it goes to Cade Blanchett. Round to Helene, far side wing to Lucas Apel. Underneath and good.
Wow.
Apel for 2, 30 for the Vikings.
Up and under drive. There's a lot of guys can't make that shot. They don't work on it enough, but it's a great move. And
underneath, Kaler loses the handle. Viking good defense without fouling. Here comes Helene, quickly up to Blanchett. He's going to launch a 3 ball. Too strong, rebound Crow on the weak side. Took a big bounce. Tatro now across the timeline, back to Crow. 5:24 left to go, third quarter. Threw it right to Blanchett, who throws it up to Helene. And blocked by Crow. He could have known that Lucas Apel was coming behind him. That would have been the time to go up and drop that bounce pass backwards to him, but he wasn't sure who else was back there.
Well, a lost art with kids these days is the jump stop on 2 feet, ball fake, let the guy fly by, and then just knock it in. It's a great move.
Yeah. It just doesn't happen anymore. You're right. It's a real lost art. Jake Lucas inside. Shot up. No. Rebound. Loose on the floor. Lucas Apel. No. Rebound. Cade Blanchett. Yes!
Good start to the half for the Vikings. Doing what they need to do, and they have cooled this Pratt team down.
4:49 to go, third quarter. Vikings. There's a long 3 by Pratt. No. Cade Blanchett with another rebound. I don't know how many he's got, but
he's got 6 so far. 3 and 3.
Jake Lucas inside the Blanchett shot. No, but he's fouled.
He'll be shooting.
He'll be shooting 2 free throws. That foul is on number 10, his second.
Reset. He needs to reset. Pickering in for Apel. And Aiden Everett set to come in probably for Blanchett since he's still sitting there.
2 fouls on Uni. Second one good, so he's
Cade
3 out of
gets
4.
one, all right.
33 for the Vikings. A 5-0 run to start the quarter.
Yeah, this is Pratt's having the Smoky Valley quarter from the Haven game. It's almost 4 minutes. They haven't scored yet. That'd be nice if it could go on a little longer.
Johnson with it outside, around the Shane Line, around the
2-3 zone.
Hamey. Around back to Hamey, inside to Yomi. Good. Yumi. First bucket coming at the 4:11 mark. Brand Hebel looked to shoot, didn't trigger. Ryan Helene. Pickering back to Hebel out top. Yumi on top of him. Off it goes to Pickering. Wanted to trigger a 3 but didn't. Off it goes to Brand Hebel. He will trigger a 3. Too strong. Rebound. Hamey, almost threw it away. Aiden Everett right there, just couldn't get his hand on the ball. 33-30, Vikings with the lead. Pratt with the basketball. Johnson, kick it out to Yumi. Underneath to shot, Kaler, good.
Yep, he had the inside position. That was easy for him.
32-33, 1 point game here.
Being 6'4" and linebacker type guy.
Yeah, he is physical. And Helene can't hang on to the ball. Pass goes awry. And turnover number what on the Vikings?
And Blanchett back in for Aiden Everett. Good minutes for him.
How many turnovers do we have, Jay?
2 this half, 12 total. They have 2 this half, 8 total. And who just came back in? Blanchett for Everett, and then for them, 24, I believe. Carson Haney?
13, no, Tatro. Tatro
13.
came in.
There we go.
And Kaler almost goes out of bounds. Throws it back court. 2-on-1 break for the Vikings. To Helene, has shot up good and 1. Ryan Helene with the assist from Pickering.
And he gets get the and 1.
Got the basket to go. 35 for the Vikings. Fouls on Shane Line, his second, and he gets the and one. 36. 2:53.
And
that went as a turnover for Pratt.
Lucas Apel for Brent Hebel.
Round it goes to Shane Line. 1-3-1 trap now. There's a pass underneath to Tatro. Can't handle it. Back-to-back turnovers for Pratt.
That's a good use of that 1-3-1. It makes them think.
Pickering, three-pointer. Oh, good rebound by Jake Lucas and puts it in. Jake Lucas with the rebound and put back. 38-32. And a timeout by Halstead, 22 points, 18 in the first half.
There you go. So we're on a 10-4 run here.
Well, we're actually on from 25, we're on a 13-4 run. Started in the third quarter.
13-4 run late in the third quarter.
Yep, 2 minutes. We scored our 27th point with 2:08 left to go in the first half. 2 free throws is all it was, but it was enough to get us a tie ball game. And then it's been a 10-4 run. Lucas, Helene, Pickering, Blanchett, and Apel. Tatro, Shane Line, Johnson, Kaler, and Hamey for the Pratt Greenbacks. 1-3-1 trap.
Extending it a little bit more.
Oh, and there's a kick by
That's
Helene.
all right.
Little smile on his face.
Yep.
How good is the program, the cross-country program at St. Mary's?
Oh, they are killing this KCAC.
That's what somebody else told me. I wanted to hear that from you.
They just they won the KCAC indoor track meet, just ran away with it.
Turnover Pratt. Here come the Vikings. Ryan Helene, spin move in the lane, shot over, Blanchett, strong move, no, rebound Jake Lucas, strong move, foul, and that could be on Kaler, that could be his third. It is on Kaler, and that is his third.
And that's good for the Vikings. That's how many, he had 9 points in the first half, and I think he's had 2 this half, hasn't he?
Yep. Lucas with the free throw, good. 39, 32, coming at the 156 mark. Too strong, rebound Pratt. Off it goes to Shane Line. Viking, the 1-3-1 has been effective. Taylor, kick it out to Shane Line.
It's made them think, and they're a little tentative, and that's good for us and bad for them.
Kaler, kick out to Hamey. Lost his balance and somehow got that shot to go.
He curled that in. There wasn't a
34-39. Across the timeline, Ryan Helene. Oh, don't step back any farther. He almost stepped back court. Blanchett on the dribble. Taylor's got to back off of him because he's got 3 fouls. He can't put too much. Ooh, he wanted to go to Ryan Helene.
He was open for a second.
Kick out to Apel, around to Helene. Got to be patient in your offense. Dribble now, Ryan. There, got rid of the ball. The 5 count was started. Blanchett will launch a 3 ball. Crawl in there.
Crawled it in.
An on-runner CPA 3-pointer by Kay Blanchett. 42. Coming at the 55-second mark. Tatro, cross-court, Hamey, back to Tatro. Penetration, side of the lane, dump down to Kaler. Shot missing, rebound. Touched by the Vikings. I thought Johnson touched it underneath there.
I thought Kaler about had his own rebound. Okay, he's going to sit down the last 36 seconds. And who went in for him? Ryan Helene's coming out for Brant Hebel.
Uni.
Uni came back in. Hey, we got his name down now.
Maybe.
Yeah, still a quarter to go.
Yeah.
No, bets are off. No over-under on
Shane
that.
Line. Oh, good defense by the Vikings to stay put. Tatro inside to Yami. Around it goes
Good
to
defense,
Shane
Vikings.
Line. Wide open three.
Nope.
No. Rebound, Pickering. And there's
And
a
got
foul. Johnson. The 15th foul.
The Vikings have played really good defense this quarter. 1 personal foul and 2 turnovers so far this half.
Sensational. 17, 16, 15 seconds left until the end of the third quarter.
Be neat to go into the fourth with a 10 or 11 point lead.
Could very easily. Around it goes to Lucas. Jake Lucas inside to Blanchett. To Lucas, little floater.
Good! Great offense right there, right at the buzzer.
Jake
Holy
Lucas
cow.
knocking it down on the, that was just a beautiful play. Blanchett kicked it out and Lucas finished it up. Vikings have that 10-point lead you talked about, 44-34. They only gave up 6 points in that quarter to Pratt.
And we scored, what, 44-16?
Yeah, we scored 16 points, yep.
One of the best quarters we've had in quite some time. And
Especially third quarter.
oh boy.
14, 14, 16. I like the way we're trending here. We'll see what happens. I got to turn in my score here.
And they 19, 9, and 6. So 15 points the last 2 quarters after scoring 19 and what was an excellent start by the Greenbacks. But the Vikings weathered that storm and they've been on a run.
It's Pratt basketball in the fourth quarter.
Hey, let's go, Vikes! Let's go!
$44-34.
Pratt's ball. Who do we have? We got Apel, Pickering, Hebel, Blanchett, and Lucas.
Shane Line, Tatro, Yumi, Kaler, and
Kaler.
Crow.
Oh, you got him.
Crow.
Crow.
Now whistle and 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover, Pratt to start the quarter.
That is 6 for them in this half.
Let's go, Vikes!
12 overall.
Vikings with only 2 in that third quarter. Wouldn't you like to duplicate that again?
Or, yeah, zero it out.
April goes to Hebel. Makes me nervous when somebody stops just 2 feet across the half-court line. Here's Jake Lucas 3. Yeah,
Wow.
it's good! An on-rated CPA three-pointer by Jake Lucas. It is sensational. 19, 20, 21, 22 points, equaling his season high. Oh, loose end. Lucas April with a run out. And a block again by Crow.
Once again,
little
jump
Johnson.
stop, wait, knock it in. He was a little too deep. He actually, that was a good thing that shot got blocked. He was deep under that basket.
Just about had a tee down there. Crow got a little bit antsy. Vikings about answered it back, so we got to be careful. April goes into Pickering. Crows with 2 sensational blocks on the run-out layups. Here's April. No. Rebound. Tipped out by Pratt. It'll be Viking ball. Taylor got his fingers on it, but couldn't secure it. Almost a minute gone in the quarter. 47-34.
Tell you another one that's having good minutes tonight without Haven Lysell is Vincent Pickering. He has picked it up.
He's had some good minutes. And Lucas April has played a whale of a game as well. Here's Blanchett 3. It's good! On-runner CPA three-pointer by Cade Blanchett. 50-34. It has got the crowd excited. That's the second three-pointer by Blanchett. What a half he's having. He's got
What a
3,
game.
6, 9, 13 total points, 9 in his half.
And he's got 7 rebounds, only 1 turnover, and he has stepped up for sure in Haven's absence. The only good that can come out of that is if the Vikings get the win, and then you also get some of these guys more confident in how they're playing.
Absolutely.
Like Cade Blanchett, like Vincent Pickering, like Lucas Apel, like Aiden Everett coming in and giving good minutes. That should make them feel better about next week if we can keep the hammer down on these guys. Looks like a 1-1-3 three-quarter court trap we'll put on these frogs. All sorts of things you can drop in behind that. You can go 1-3-1, you can go 2-3.
And you get a trap right there at the beginning. And we're going to reach and
shoot,
foul.
we bailed him out.
Bailed him out with the foul.
You just don't want to reach on that. Just don't reach. You got him in where you want him. Let him make the error. Ryan Helene in for Vincent Pickering. And it looks like we're extending a zone. I don't know what it is yet.
I'll let you talk a little bit and find out from Jared how quick we're coming
1-3-1.
back.
Really what you want to do against that 1-3-1 is attack it like they just did, dribbling into the seam and then find something. But we adjusted pretty well, but then fouled the ball.
Chain line to put it in play. Tatro, no way he can make that shot. Cade Blanchett with another strong rebound. Quick
Really
pass
good
to Cade.
defense by Ryan just to go straight up and make him shoot over him.
Yeah, without giving him. Here's Lucas with another three ball. It's good!
Gosh.
And officially 25 points on the Arnreiner CPA three-pointer. Oh, that's a travel. He got away with the travel. Here's Hamey, no. Rebound inside, Shane line. Yes.
Oh, didn't want to foul him, but we did.
Their first points coming at the 6-minute mark. Down by 19 points. I don't know if they'll have enough energy to get back.
Okay, and they just sent in Micah Tatro's back. It looks like
Somebody new, number 2.
Dylan Lunsford, number 32. I don't think he's been in before.
Or 2.
Yeah,
Cross.
2 is Blake Cross, a 5'8 junior. Those two getting some minutes now.
53-36. Missed that free throw, the and one. Vikings with it, Blanchett out top with it, over to Lucas.
Running that flex offense.
Out to Helene.
This offense is, you can even run it as a stall.
Yeah.
Haven
it's
used to
just-
do that when Brad Morris was coach there. They would run it 900 miles an hour.
Blanchett with it outside, over to Lucas Apel. Over to Helene. 5:20 to go, fourth quarter. Vikings up 53-36. Here's Cade Blanchett inside. Oh, just went outside, tipped out by Pratt. Tatro last touched it.
Got a break on that one. I thought it rolled off Ryan Helene's pinky or his index finger, but that's all right.
Well, this is an interesting substitution. Well, they got 3 JV players in there now. Pratt, here's Lucas. Oh, he missed the easy one, but he gets the rebound. Helene gets the rebound. No, rebound Tatro inside.
Wow, we missed two
bunnies.
pretty makeable shots in
Yeah.
there. We're back in that 1-3-1,
Off it goes to Johnson.
and they just got it exactly where you want to beat it at. You can't give up that pass in the middle.
Lucas Apel guilty of the foul. I believe that's his first. It is. Like he picked up the pace fouling now a little bit.
Oh, this is interesting. I heard him call deflect on this inbound, so
And
that's going to be a foul on Brant Hebel, I
Myers.
believe.
Yeah, Brand will pick up the foul. Coach telling him to go 50 now this time.
Yep, so that's man.
4:53 to go.
Switch if you have to.
Johnson, dribble drive, little floater. No, rebound.
Well, they got away with an over the back unless he's calling it. Oh, he did on 13. Yeah,
Tatro.
okay. 4:48, still a 17-point lead, isn't it?
Yep. They've only scored 2 in this quarter. Only scored 6 in the third quarter. Vikings erupted for 16 in that third quarter. Already got 9 in this quarter. 3 3-pointers.
Well, just what the Vikings needed to have happen, being short
Yeah.
How many guys tonight? 4 guys that play ball.
Off it goes to Lucas Apel. Lucas Apel will get called for the
Yep,
travel
he
on the
did.
baseline.
Just took off with it a little too quickly.
But the turnover has maybe just been so few tonight.
Well, that's just the 3rd one in this half
Yeah.
for Smoky Valley.
Cross has it.
Looks like they're
Goes over
back at
to
a 2-3
Myers.
now.
To Cross. Looking for Lunsford. Johnson to Myers. Cross to, almost threw it away. And Wood did throw it away, and Lucas Apel knocked it backwards, couldn't get back to get it. Lunsford ended up saving it. 4 minutes halfway through the 4th quarter. Lunsford, he shot 2 or 3 threes in that JV game. Johnson inside.
Nice move.
Nice little roll against the bigger guy.
Jair Johnson, the 5'6" sophomore, on a nice move inside.
He's got 6 points. 53-38. Coming at the 3:40 mark. Pickering with it outside.
Vikings can afford to grind it out a little bit. Okay, timeout. Probably going to talk about how they want to, what strategy do they want down the stretch?
Well, like you said, run the flex offense. The flex offense is something you can run anytime, anywhere.
You just have to be careful because everybody knows this offense. So the dangerous pass could be the elbow-to-elbow pass if you're too wide, or if you try to throw it into a post from up top. That's never a good idea either. But yeah, you can run that thing and just roll with it.
We'll be joining the radio broadcast here momentarily.
Do we know how the Swede women are doing? I haven't seen anything on that either. We have a update that the Haven boys are winning at Heston at 28-22 at the half.
Okay.
It's Viking basketball out of the timeout.
Vikings ball. Jake Lucas will put it in play. Lucas Apel, Blanchett, Hebel, and Helene on the court for Smoky Valley.
And they're going man now. Kind of expected that.
Get it into Apel.
That's usually what you can get. The screen, the guy that sets the screen is usually open on the roll.
Went back with the starters now, most of the starters.
Yeah.
Tatro, Kaler, Shaneline, Cross stayed in, and Johnson stayed in. Helene will put it in play. Oh, he did go to him and got it knocked
too late,
away.
yeah.
Cross looked like he almost stepped out of bounds there, but Vikings turn it over.
They needed to throw it about 2 seconds earlier.
And he needed to throw it either way back, too. Just don't take a chance. 3:10 left to go. Inside to Kaler. Shot up. He didn't go.
Good job, Jake Lucas, on the backside rebound.
And good job, Cade Blanchett not fouling.
Cade Blanchett just made him shoot over him, made him change his didn't give him his full turn.
Helene dribble drive off to Lucas. Jake Lucas on the dribble. Back to Helene. Helene on the dribble. Back to Lucas. Lucas on the dribble. Oh, and they got a hand slapped. The problem with that offense, once in a while, you can go.
Well, they're so quick. Their hands are so quick. If you're not arm bar with your dribble or protect it somehow, they're going to be able to get a piece
Ball
of
knocked away. 2:37 left to go. A 15-point Viking lead. Who would have thought when it was 19-9 that the Vikings would have a big lead in the 4th quarter? And a takeaway by Ryan Helene. Shaneline tried to pass it back to his teammate, and Helene just stayed put in the passing lane and got it to go. Joining now on the radio broadcast on 95.5, Jared, you'll have to tell me, send me a text on what the Bethany's girls score was. I hope they won tonight. Here it's an amazing game. The Viking boys are taking control of this game. Blanchett with it outside, looking for Lucas, not there. Blanchett, off it goes, off a tip by Tatro.
No problem with that.
Under 2 minutes we go.
We're running offense, and the clock is running. Hamey back in, and Crow for Coss, Lake Coss.
Is it Coss or Cross?
Well, unless it's a typo.
I maybe wrote it in wrong. That's been known to happen.
So have typos.
Helene with it on the dribble, guarded by Johnson. Got it spread to stop the 5 count. Off to Lucas. Oh, almost a bad pass, but he got it.
Yeah.
Jake Lucas held on to it. Still running clock at a minute 40. Been having this possession for 20-some seconds. Helene still with it on the dribble.
Tell you what,
Gets
this is
double
hard for
teamed.
high school kids to do this. This is
Back
impressive.
it goes on the weave. Back to Helene. 1:25 to go. Brandt Hebel with it outside. Brandt Hebel still with it on the ball. On the dribble. Off to Helene. Guarded by Johnson. Helene gets double teamed. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings. A minute 14 left to go. What a sensational half-court possession for the Vikings. Hebel gets it into Helene.
Oh. It's
Still.
Coss.
Now it goes to Hebel, around to Blanchett, baseline to Apel, back to Helene, back to Hebel. A minute left, 1 minute left. The double team goes to
Now they'll
Brandt
get
Hebel.
something if they want it. 'cause
Have to Apel, back to Hebel. They're going to have to foul if they want to get the ball back. Here's Helene, kick out to Blanchett, around to Hebel. What a possession by
Good
the
piece
Vikings.
of offense by Smoky Valley. Wow.
There's a steal. Oh, but
almost.
Lucas hangs on to it. Back it goes to Ryan Helene, and then a foul by Tatro. That'll wear anybody out.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to play defense that long. That was impressive, Smoky Valley. What a way to end the regular season.
Oh, absolutely. Both teams emptying their bench. Autry, Kai Blanchett, a freshman.
Aiden Everett,
Aiden
and Pickering will be in for Ryan Helene if he makes these free throws. 37 seconds left. Vikings going to win this bad boy.
To 1-1, I think, is it? Or is it 2?
That's a COVID thing here. One of the officials just took a green Pratt mask back to the bench that apparently fell off one of the subs.
Gotta love it.
Yes, that's something.
Helene makes the first. $25 points for Jake Lucas tonight.
Just what the doctor ordered, Mr. Lysell, for you to get well.
And he makes them both. 5 points for Ryan Helene. 55-38.
Iowa State is ahead of Baylor Bears.
Oh my goodness, Iowa State has not won a game all year in the Big 12.
And I have not heard anything about KU and Texas. Don't foul him.
Miss.
Oh, good follow by number 5.
Hudson.
Brock Hudson. Nice follow shot.
Autry. Justice. Gets it over to Jerome. Guys will be playing minutes next year. The Vikings win it tonight.
They're going to kill it.
The Vikings win it tonight by the score of 55-40 to improve to 7-12 on the year. And we'll take a radio timeout. 2 minutes. Be back to wrap this one up for you. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
Community volunteer. No one knows the entire Smoky Valley area the way that Maury does. Call her for your real estate needs. Call Maury, call it sold.
Final scoring in the boys game this evening. First for the Pratt Greenbacks, Jake Johnson with 6 points, Brock Hudson with 2, Grant Uni with 2, Matthew Shanline with 8, Micah Tatro with 2, Aiden Crow chipped in 4 points, Carson Hickey with 5, and the leading scorer for Pratt tonight, Peyton Kaler with 11 points. For the Smoky Valley Vikings, Brandon Hebel and Aiden Everett each had 2 points. Vincent Pickering with 3. Lucas Abel added 4. Ryan Helene chipped in 6 points. 2 players in double figures. Cade Blanchett with 13 points. The leading scorer for Smoky Valley with 6 3-pointers and 25 points, Jake Lucas. Turnovers, unofficially, Pratt finished the game with 8 turnovers, Smoky Valley with 13. After being outscored in the first quarter 14-19, Smoky Valley outscored Pratt in the second quarter 14-9, and then 16-6 and 11-6 in the fourth quarter final score. Smoky Valley 55, Pratt 40.
This is Smoky Valley Vikings football on 95.5 The Rock.
This is the Bank of Tesket post-game show, Generations of Confidence, Relationships for Life, member FDIC. Ask about their new Casasa checking account in Lindbergh, Salina, Lincoln, and Tesket. Vikings pull away for the victory, down 19-9 late first quarter. They get a rally and get it to 19-14 after 1, 28-28 at half, 44-34 after 3, and win it 55-40. Scoring went like this: Hudson 2 for Pratt. Uni, 2. Tatro, 2. 4 for Crow. 5 for Hamey. 6 for Johnson. 8 for Shanline. And 11 points, the only player in double figure, Kaler, who had 9 at halftime, only finishes with 11, the big guy inside. Vikings really snuffed him out big time. For the Vikings, Everett, 2. Hebel, 2. 3 for Pickering, 4 for Apel, 5 for Ryan Helene, and then in double figures, Cade Blanchett, 13 points. I'm sure he had a double-double, and 25 points for Jake Lucas, hitting 6 3-pointers tonight. What a game for Jake Lucas on his final game of the regular season. Final home game, because they'll be on the road. Final home game, what a great finish for Jake Lucas.
Oh, yeah, and they needed everybody to step up tonight with their leading scorer out with an illness, and still don't have Trayton Miller, don't have Jalen Elseth tonight with an ankle injury last night. Ty Miller's still out with the COVID stuff, and so these guys, what's happened here is you've got some good minutes, and the strongest play I've seen by Vincent Pickering this year. He did some good things. Lucas Apel is improving all along. Brant Hebel's getting his sea legs back, but Cade Blanchett strong inside, 8 rebounds to go with his 13 points, and then Jake Lucas with 25 points, and I have him for 4 boards. Just a great team win by the Vikings.
And joined now by Coach Doug Snyder. You're down 19-9 with a little over a minute left in the first quarter. Wondering what's going to happen. You got a little run there to get it 19-14 at the quarter, 28-28 at halftime. In that third quarter, what did you tell them at halftime? You need to bottle that up.
Well, we were trying to be behind at half because we've been ahead the last few and it doesn't work out. So we were trying. So we figured tied might be the way to do it. But I tell you, it's all those guys. I mean, we just talked a little bit before the game about the fact that, once everybody heard, and by the way, we miss Haven tonight. We wish he was here. We miss Trayton tonight. We miss all those guys that couldn't suit up for us tonight. Gus is sitting at home as well. So we miss having those guys with us. But, man, we got that dub tonight. But we talked in the locker room about the fact that once everybody heard who was gone and what we were trying to make shift together today and how we were trying to get quarters, it's like, You know, it's like somebody ran over your puppy earlier today, and they're like, well, hey, I'm sorry. It's going to be a tough night. Hang in there. Do your best. I told our guys in the locker room, heck with that. We're not going to worry about doing our best. We're going to come out here and we're going to compete. We even quoted a little Apollo 13 when he says, I don't think this is going to be a disaster. I think it's going to be our finest hour. And our guys stepped up and they did the job. I told Cade before the game, I said, you just have to make up a few of the points that Haven gives us, and somebody else is going to do the rest. And by God, Jake Lucas did. Jake was amazing tonight.
Oh, my
Six
gosh.
three-pointers. I told him in the locker room, I said, you can hit threes, but I give you a wide open 2 at the end of the game, and you decide to miss it.
Yeah.
But Jake was phenomenal, and he just he was on, and the guys knew he was on, and they kept finding him. And I was really pleased with how we did so many things within our system, how we wanted to do it. You know, we struggled a little bit when they subbed their second group in there. You know, they had a lot of energy, and they came out and just went after us. But boy, they just competed. And like you said, everybody did their job. Aiden Everett, big bucket in the first half.
Yes.
Did a nice job having to spell there for a little bit. Brant Hebel didn't get a lot of points, but, man, nobody was talking better on defense in the first half than Brant. Kind of got us going defensively when we were down 19-9. Took charge, was that leader on the floor for us. Ryan did another nice job distributing the ball, finding ways to get people the ball. As you said, Vincent came out. I thought he played a much better floor game tonight as well. Lucas Apel, same way. Had some missed shots tonight, but again, his speed just disrupts so much. I thought our deflect worked pretty well against him for a while. We just want to keep mixing things up, but again, it's so much nicer. Jay, you know this too. It's nicer to get that win going into sub-state than it is that loss.
Yes.
And so, like I said, just so happy for those guys in the locker room. Happy for the seniors that we were able to have with us tonight. Whether they're here suited up or not suited up, they got that last win at home. Just happy for that. I really am pleased for our guys and pleased for our staff as well. Coach Meyer and Coach Ryan just do an excellent job for us. And, you know, trying to figure out today what we wanted to do to a Pratt team that just plays extremely hard. And we held them to 12 points in the second half.
Yeah,
well,
amazing.
After the start, after the first quarter, I said, how are these guys 7-11? They're playing like a team that's 11-7 or better. But I thought if they cool off, and they did, and then we just didn't get rattled. I thought our defensive effort, even when they were scoring, the defensive effort I didn't think was bad.
I thought our defensive effort was good from the start. I thought we were out of position a few times and gave them easy ones, and that's where they put that 19 up. And then I thought once we shored that up, and like I said, I really do believe I heard Brant out there on a few different possessions just constantly talking about cutters, and we were able to finally start getting to some deflections. And once you get deflections, then you start to get guys that don't want to make that pass. I almost got that turned over. I don't want to throw that now. And I thought they were a little bit more tentative, but we just got a lot of steals and a lot of plays.
Yeah.
Hats off to those guys. I mean, they hustled the floor. We had a couple of breakaway layups, and I think they blocked almost all of them.
Yeah,
So,
they did. They're quick, but we got them slowed down on offense too. We got them slowed way down, and that was good for us and not so good for them.
Yeah, Coach Meyer did such a nice job, I thought, switching to deflect later, because then they really took their time against deflect. You know, he really pushed Ryan all the way over on the side of the floor one time, and then we went to our rebel full a little bit and got a trap up high, and they didn't know what to do with that trap. And I just felt like we started to confuse them a little bit. And, you know, again, any team, we've seen us do that. We've seen other teams do that. When you start to get a little frustrated and things don't go your way, you start to curl up. But, you know, our guys all year have never curled up. We've always come out, competed, and played hard. And so happy for our guys and what they did tonight. And JV finished strong. They got a win tonight as well, got up to 10 wins. C team had a rough one tonight. Again, had to sacrifice some quarters for us to make sure we had enough guys. So, but pleased with the year that those guys have had. Now it's time to
postseason.
Time to go to the postseason.
Yes, sir.
Still don't know for sure who we play, so we'll see what comes out tomorrow. But thinking we might go to Haven, might go to Lions. We don't know where we'll go, but
haven't seen a Haven score or Heston score yet tonight. So
we had one early where Haven was ahead of them.
Okay,
but we haven't seen that for a while. And we do have that Bethany's women did win 68-47 over Avila to
Good deal for Coach Ferguson and his staff as well. So thanks to you guys for all the things you do for us. Thanks for our parents. I didn't get a chance to thank our senior parents last night and all the things that they've done to be so supportive of this program, and all of our parents in our program and all the things that they've done. And you know, it's always, I'm so happy that we've gotten an entire season in. You
Yeah.
know, everybody said, well, you're probably not going to get a whole basketball season in. And we've had some ups and downs and some hiccups, but we've made it through an entire season, and now we want to make it through the postseason. And we know we've got our work cut out for us next week, but those guys in that locker room are up for that challenge.
You're playing somebody like you played tonight. They're going to be taking notes and wondering how we're going to stop this team. So congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yep. Good luck, Coach.
Time now to, I already said this is the week that, time now for our Next Tech Wireless Player of the Game. Something different isn't just a slogan at Next Tech Wireless. They're about our communities because they live here too. Next Tech Wireless is Kansas-based and world-class in supporting their neighbors. They have the latest devices and plans for everyone with friendly, knowledgeable local customer service. Are committed to providing the best wireless network in Kansas. Visit one of their 50 locations across Kansas. Cade Blanchett with 13 and 8, I believe you said, rebounds, but Jake Lucas with 25 points. Pretty hard to give it to somebody else besides Jake.
And I know Coach said, you know, he did kind of blow a wide open, too, down in the late, but every three he took tonight looked good. I mean, his body language, the confidence, the shot motion, it doesn't surprise me he made that many. He made, what, 6?
Right.
And just had the game they needed from him. So he would be player of the game for sure, and he had 4 rebounds. But an honorable mention, if we can do that, goes to everybody else that was on the floor, because it just was. There were things every guy did on the floor that got minutes tonight that bothered them or helped.
Contributed in some way.
Helped to the win, you betcha.
No question about that. Time now for Solana Surgical Scoreboard Update. Choose Solana Surgical Hospital for your outpatient procedures or inpatient stays. Solana Surgical is proud to be partially physician-owned. After 3 quarters, Abilene 42, Chapman 20. After 3 quarters, Mays 49, Solana South 40. Mountain Ridge defeated El Saline 60-15. And I don't have any other finals. We got a final
Heston
from Haven
boys.
and Heston.
Yeah, Heston beat Haven 46-40, and Lions boys are up on Halstead 25-8 at the half.
Yeah, you would think that would be a pretty easy win for them.
Long season for those Dragons.
We'll see where it is, and what else have we got? I think that is all we got. Any final thoughts on the...
Yeah, just a couple shout-outs again. Titus Reed for state swimming. He placed 16th in the 500 freestyle, and I don't remember for sure it was a 200 individual medley. He got 17th anyway. He scored a point for Smoky Valley, the first in the history of the school. We had 4 or 5 guys down there with the co-op with McPherson High. Been doing that with the girls for a while, and the first guys team, and so congratulations to Titus Reed on that, and then good luck.
Best of luck.
Friday to the girls, that all 3 first-year wrestlers, Noelle Peters, Belle Peters, and Maddie Toll, going to state wrestling on Friday. And with the COVID thing, and they did 3 rounds of preliminaries, so there's 8 girls in each bracket. So that means all 8 of our girls are in the top 8 in their weight class, and that's pretty cool, because normally you would have, I think, 16, if I remember right.
I think that's right.
Up there. And so it'll be 3 matches if they get to go 3.
Yeah,
so,
phenomenal. Yeah.
And good job with those 3, and good luck to you 3. I think Noelle is wrestling a sophomore from Columbus. Belle is wrestling a sophomore from Baldwin. And Maddie wrestling a senior from Paola in the first round. And good luck to you girls. And
she's probably the number 1 rated wrestler in her weight class, I'm assuming.
I did hear that. She's 14-0.
Right.
Belle is 18-4, and Noelle is 10-6 on the season.
Congratulations and best of luck. We'll have the results for you next Monday when we play. The girls will be home here Monday for first round of playoffs. Boys will be on the road somewhere on Tuesday. Wish we knew, but we don't know yet. So we'll let the brackets come out before we speculate too much. And that'll be it for Jay, for Jared at the station. This is Don wishing everybody a very pleasant good night. Best of luck to Bethany women on their next round of the KCAC tournament. Bethany men got beat out, so they're done. And softball and baseball and tennis, everything going on for all kinds of sport, and the college football as well. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy spring before you finish it up. But we'll be back here next Monday for the first round of the girls Sub-State 3A. Take care, everyone. Good night.
7